Hey everybody, Megadeth Jason here, and welcome to another edition of my Madden 2017 franchise, and a happy football season. The NFL season has officially kicked off today, so why not enjoy it by playing some Madden? This week is week 8, and we'll be playing in Chicago against the Chicago Bears. The Bears are 2-5. Let's go ahead and get this started. We had a chance to play Stephon Diggs early. But the risk for injury was quite high, so I decided to forego it. I've been doing okay without him, so I'm not particularly worried about it. Alright guys, let's go ahead and get this started, and I will see you at the end of the game.
Hello everyone, I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. It's been a fantastic year for the Vikings so far, who come into this game with a perfect record. The only question now is just how deep into the season they can carry this undefeated streak. It's the Vikings going up against the Bears. With that, we send you out to Soldier Field in Chicago. That's where we'll find our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of the 2016 NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is taking you to the 13. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Here's Hoyer. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. We see this offense, and we see Jeremy Langford, certainly a guy to watch in this game.
He plays a game with great determination, Brandon. In college, he played multiple positions before settling in at running back. He made the right choice.
Second down here after the incomplete pass. Now Hoyer. Jeffrey with a catch left side. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. An extra defensive back in the game now here for 3rd and 4. Hoyer. Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Now the first carry for Adrian Peterson. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. And Charles, despite this list of key inactives that we see here, they've obviously still been pretty successful.
Give everyone credit for this one because to me, when that happens, key guys are out, the next man steps up and plays well, but that starts with the organization itself, all the way through. No excuses for guys being out, finding guys who are capable backups who can step up and play when they need them, and we've seen the results of that. This team knows how to work through things.
Now a second down throw for Bradford. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 23 yards on the play. First down coming there on the intermediate passing play. That's been a point of emphasis, they told us in practice, using those medium routes to keep the defense off balance.
And it wasn't just them telling us. We got to watch them practice it and work on it because they've been trying to fine-tune it and get it right before this game. And I think they have to be happy with the result.
Second down now after the pass completion.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
They'll run it. Here's Peterson. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jarek McKinnon. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. The starting 11 defensively for the Bears.
Pernell McPhee's a strong run-stuffing outside linebacker who's beginning to blossom as a pass rusher.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Second down, Bradford. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. First down, here's a run with Peterson. A gain of 3, second down.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
Here's McKinnon. Room here to run. And he'll cut it out to the sideline. Touchdown, Vikings. Jarek McKinnon, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have taken a first quarter lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead. And so we have the touchdown. Now here's Blair Walsh to kick this one away. This is taken near the 13. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of the game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Jeremy Langford, the one he was trying to get it to. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8. They keep it on the ground with Langford. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis back with you as it's Bears football here to begin quarter number 2. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's got Wilson, middle of the field. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Oh, it's a wobbler here. That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt. And it'll be Viking football here as... And out now come the Vikings. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. They go play action. Now Bradford. And that'll be incomplete. And if they want to keep this drive alive, they'll need 8 yards here on 3rd down. Peterson alone in the backfield. Play action now. Bradford. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups. And they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Second down, Langford. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Partner, we're into the second quarter, and I guess you can kind of look at it both ways. The offense, they've got to figure out what they're going to do because they haven't scored any points. But if you're the defense, you're feeling great about what you've got going on. The only concern you have, if you get to the half, what adjustments will the offense make to try to defeat you?
Checks it underneath to Langford. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. And now out comes Minnesota. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area. Well, on that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
It's caught. Michael Pruitt. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it up. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Cordero Patterson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead.
That score was not a game clincher by any stretch of the imagination. But the other team now has to be careful to not let this game begin to slip away.
Now after the made field goal, Walsh back out to kick it away. And this will be a touchback. Last year would have come out to the 20. This year they'll move it out to the 25-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And 3-and-out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now.
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
They come out here in the eye. The drive starts with a carry by Langford. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Time to step aside. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break. Back now. As I search for my cue card here, there we go. Coming up at halftime, Larry Ridley will join us from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis from our first half of play.
Well read.
Thank you. Now Hoyer. Wilson snags it left side. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It'll be a gain of 11. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Here's Hoyer. And Wilson has it. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. And quickly, they get to the line. Hoyer. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Second down following the incompletion. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
Encroachment, defense. Still 2nd down.
Five yards left for the offense. It's 2nd down. They'll look to throw again. Completion left side to Miller. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Call it a gain of 3. And that's going to lead to a third down. And now they're in the hurry-up. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And this is going to be incomplete. Jeremy Langford, the one he was looking to get it to. And that's going to make it 4th down.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. And now out comes Minnesota. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. So 2nd and 10 here. A 2nd down throw for Bradford. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he showcases the spin, a pretty good gain before he's taken down. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. Bradford on 3rd and 2. That's caught by Treadwell. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. A 1st down throw for Bradford. And the grab made by the tight end Pruitt. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll be a 2nd down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. To the air again with Bradford. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. 23 yards on the play. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. On 1st and 10, Bradford. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
On 2nd down, Bradford again. He's going to take another shot here. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller.
Naturally, we're going to say it was a poor pass, but the defensive guys say it was just a great play by them. They broke on the football, picked it off, and gave some momentum to their team.
They'll run with Langford to begin the drive. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. So we've reached halftime here on Halloween. And trust me, kids, if you had to look at Charles Davis every game, you'd think every day was Halloween. As we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report.
Thanks, Brandon. I'm Larry Ridley, and welcome to our EA Halftime Report. The Bears are down right now.
Well, that came a little abruptly here. Still working on my Apple up in the booth. Hang on here. Let me spit this out. And we can get to the 3rd quarter now. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he'll be taken down right around the 27. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, so from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
To throw is Bradford, and finding Pruitt. And there's a flag on the field. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
Third down and 3. Peterson alone in the backfield. Here's Bradford. Wide open receiver complete. That goes as a gain of 37 on 3rd down.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
They find some open field here. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Jerick McKinnon with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Marching back out there, ready for the next possession. Here comes the Vikings defense. Now Hoyer. He's got that one complete to Eddie Royal. Eddie's brought down. Give him 16 on the pickup, and that leads to a Chicago first down. So an excellent throw and an excellent catch there.
Zone coverage, which means you just have to find the open areas in between defenders. That's exactly what happened on that play.
Let's go! Green 39! Green 39!
This is Langford on 1st and 10. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
And that's another stop for the defense, something we've seen all game long. They have been on fire today. No matter what's called by the offense, they've had an answer for it.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Hoyer. Catch made right side by Wilson. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Here's Hoyer. It's caught. Eddie Royal. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Brandon, that play typifies what we've seen from the offense all day long. They've had no success getting things going. I think for the offensive coordinator, he's got to go to that side of the play sheet that says try something different, try some specials, something they haven't seen all day to try and get this offense kick-started.
And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Yeah, not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. The tackle made there by Linval Joseph.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. And the Vikings with an extra defender in the secondary on 3rd.
Playing coverage here.
They'll look to throw here. And he's got Miller. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Zach Miller, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bears get a bit closer. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now out comes Minnesota. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out. I thought guys that were over 30 weren't supposed to run the football this well in the National Football League. How about that veteran leadership? A big-time run combined with some nice blocking by his offensive line, showing that the ins and outs of being a veteran still has his place in this league. His odometer is not totally turned over yet. Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
They run it with McKinnon. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. Back now at Soldier Field. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Bradford to throw for it on 4th. And no, it's incomplete. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Bears will get the football back. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that the
pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Sharif Floyd in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Tenth carry now for Jeremy Langford. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. He's able to get 4 back on the run, but now they'll have to find something here on 3rd and about 14. So following the run, we'll see what...
Let's go. Green 30.
Now they'll throw out of the gun. This caught by Royal. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. It's a gain of 7, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays
Hang
out.
on now. Green 39. Green 39.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And Jeffrey's got it. Touchdown, Chicago. Alshon Jeffrey, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bears have cut it to within a score. Wow, talk about a big 4th down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense, and you give them credit for going for it and having that kind of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
Now Gold for the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. To return, here comes Marcus Sherrills. And there's a flag on the play. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Block in the back. Return team.
And now out comes Minnesota. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. On 2nd down, Peterson. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And the offense here just looking to stay in bounds, complete the short passes, and put this game on ice. Peterson alone in the backfield. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
For those who watch the game and want to question the courage of the guys who play on the corner, how about when you see a toss sweep coming your way, yet you still go into the backfield, get past the blockers, and make the tackle? That's big league.
Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. Time is starting to run out, really becoming a factor. We'll see if the defense can get the stop they need to get the ball back to the offense. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On third down, Bradford. And the grab made by the tight end Pruitt. The 21 yards there as they convert on third.
Well, the advantage has certainly shifted to the defense as we began that third down play, and they found a way to foil it and pick up a first down.
Third time's a charm, right? 2 incompletions. Had to have it on third, and they got it.
Yeah, they stuck with it, weren't daunted at all, and picked it up.
Complete to right. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line. And now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So they're operating in the red zone.
Here we go now. Green, 90. Green, 90.
Bradford, wow, he's going to throw. Flush to his right. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll make it 2nd and goal.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Back to the ground. This time it's Peterson. And now the Bears going to signal for another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. So they're back at the 7 now for 3rd and goal. Now it looks like they might be expecting a pass, an extra DB in on 3rd and goal.
That's how the game has changed. Now we think pass first, even in goal line situations.
Cordero Patterson, the one he was hoping to get it to. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
And Walsh able to convert it as his kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So barring something extraordinary, something crazy here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Brandon, this will be a great win for them. The better team's going to win this game, no question about it.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. And after a rough start, as we take a peek at the numbers, he's going in the right direction now.
So often when you see a game start the way we saw this one start for him, you just wonder if he's got a chance to bring it back at all, and that's exactly what he's done. Love seeing that happen simply because you know a guy has struggled, and now he's found a way to make things better. That's pretty good stuff right there.
Here we go now. Green, 39. Green, 39.
Now Hoyer. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. Hoyer. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. So 3rd and 7 and an extra defensive back on the field here.
Definitely want to play coverage here.
Here's Hoyer. Finding time. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. And it'll be 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. But guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they time it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot him.
And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
And there's the touchdown that they needed, so they'll celebrate, but the guys on the sidelines, they've got to stay focused. The onside kick team, they need them to get the ball back.
Yeah, part one of the equation done. Now they need to convert and get that onside kick. So they got their touchdown. Now down a field goal. Here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's brought down. 18 yards on the pickup there. And it'll give the Vikings a first down. Throwing here, Bradford. Over the middle, he's got Treadwell. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's first and goal. Quick pass play there on the slant, Charles. Works out well for the offense.
The offense loves it. The defender hates it. Hard to get through the body of the receiver to get to the football trying to cover a slant.
Eluding the pressure right. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
Here's Bradford. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes where people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Now Bradford. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's fourth down.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
And this one is right through. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So 3 points is the outcome, but probably not what they're looking for given the drive that they were on.
Yeah, things were looking good. You had it first and goal, but then the offense sputters a bit, and they're forced to settle for a field goal.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Captain Mutterland. And that will write a finish to this ball game. And you and I can talk about it up here in the booth. They're probably not saying it in the locker rooms, but they're getting to that point in the season where these wins are stacking up and they're saying, can we do this? Can we win every game?
And they're making the Miami Dolphins of 1972.
All right, folks, that ends this game. The Minnesota Vikings defeat the Chicago Bears 27-21. Go ahead and take a look at the stats here real quick. Sam Bradford, 90.5 QBR rating, 15 for 26 for 272, 1 touchdown and 1 interception. Jerick McKinnon actually leading the team in rushing yards, 6 carries for 78 yards and 2 touchdowns. He had 2 really nice touchdown runs. I was very impressed with McKinnon. I think that if he continues to run the way he does, I think we're going to have to get him more involved in the offense. Peterson finished with 14 carries for 39 yards. Another rough game for Adrian Peterson. On the receiving end, Michael Pruitt 4 for 57. Laquan Treadwell 4 for 57 as well. Cordero Patterson got the start today in place of Jarius Wright, 3 for 73 and a touchdown. Jarius Wright 1 for 30. Red Elson 1 for 37. Charles Johnson 1 for 10. And Adrian Peterson 1 for 8. That brings us to an undefeated 8-0. I did not expect to be 8-0 at this point in time. I think it's 8-0 or 7-0. 7-0 because we had the bye week. I didn't expect that we were going to be undefeated at this point. We've had a couple of games that we've eked out that I was really worried about that I thought we were going to lose. But hey, I'll take it. The season obviously is still young, so we'll see what happens moving forward. Let's see who we play next week. Next week we play the Lions, which should be an interesting game as well. I don't know if we could see NFL awards for the year yet. We could see week. We'll just kind of go through what's happened at this point as well to recap week here so far. Kyle Rudolph, Player of the Week in Week 4. That's the only Player of the Week that we've had so far. That's fine. I'll take it. Like I said, we're undefeated. Looking at stats, Sam Bradford is 23rd in the NFL in touchdowns. Peterson's still second in the NFL in rushing yards, 5th with touchdowns. Rudolph is 14th in receiving yards, and 3 receiving touchdowns is 24th in the NFL for Rudolph. Let's go and take a little deeper look at our stats here. McKinnon has 13 carries, 5 yards, and 2 touchdowns, both coming in this last game. Receiving, Treadwell is up there pretty high, 26 receptions for 458 yards. I think he is probably going to be an early front runner for Rookie of the Year, but we'll see. Really distributed the ball around quite a bit so far. Let's take a look at our defensive leaders here quickly. Our leader in sacks are Linval Joseph and Everson Griffin with 3.5 sacks each. Interception leaders, we have Barr, Robinson, Rhodes, Greenway, Newman, and Munnerlin each with 1 interception. Statistically, as a team, as you may have seen, we have the worst rated offense in the NFL, but number 1 rated defense. Currently, it looks like the number 1 offense in the NFL is the Steelers. But apparently, we don't have the number 1 defense anymore. We did have going into the game, it looked like. And what else can we take a look at here? Let's take a look at the standings here real quick as well. We are 7-0. And we have a 3-game lead over the Lions and the Packers. Let's take a look at a couple of other divisions in the NFC South. The Falcons are in the lead at 4-3. In the NFC East, we have the Cowboys 5-1. Very interesting. This division looks very close. NFC West has the Cardinals at 6-1. No real surprise there. AFC North has the Steelers at 5-2. AFC North, or AFC South, excuse me, what a surprise here. The Jaguars at 4-2. I'm impressed. AFC East, 6-1 New England Patriots. AFC West, the 4-3 Chargers and 4-3 Raiders. And that is the division. All the division games are, the division races are all within at most 3 games. So it's good to see that the division races are tight so far this year. So I'm going to go ahead and end there, folks, and then I will see you when we play the Detroit Lions.